All right. Hello, everybody. I've been gone. I don't even know how long anymore. And I think the last video I made was like, oh, I'm gonna make a lot of tutorials and built-in. I'm sorry. I just life life gets in the way. But I don't know. 2025. It's a perfect square. Nice number. And I've found my spark back. Okay, but enough rambling. Let's get right into it. Um, but I will be writing more and doing more things this year. I can already feel it. I can already feel it this year. But yeah, this I'm just super excited about what I'm working on right now. Um, so let me maybe I should get started with a little background here. Um, and I've just started with this Min browser, so I don't know how it's working. But yeah, I'm working on a totally time travelable and auditable IDE. So I'm trying basically to make a framework to automate software course generation, but it could probably have a lot of other applications. But really, it's from a selfish perspective for me that I can build software courses faster. But anyway, a major part of that has been missing until now is that there was no mouse. So I have I can show in a separate video the framework, but so here I'm working on this is a React TypeScript component that can record and then replay your mouse. So I've got some shapes here, and you can start recording and then play it back. Let's just get into it. So I also added like a little. These are actually SVG dots that are connected by lines. If you go really fast, you can see them that they're dots in there. But yeah, so what I can do is let's carefully trace this square and go around the circle. That was horribly drawn. And then the triangle. These are just, these shapes are just for reference to show you. And if I go very slow with the mouse back to the stop recording, or very fast over here, all this is captured. So both the speed, the location, of course, it's all captured. So let's play it back. And what I've done is the actual at least the Mac cursor. I have a SVG version of that, so it really looks like a cursor. Everyone's like, okay, get on with it. Let's play let's play it back. So I'll show you here. So yeah, that was when I was explaining the dots and the SVG. So yeah, you see it's almost a bit creepy, to be honest. Um, so yeah, there I go, tracing the square and everything. So the thing is, this is a really cool beta, and I'll post this link in the video. It's a cool beta, but I realized this is actually a much larger or more complex problem if you really want to do a good job. Um, so, and I think, and now we're going back to the stop. Yeah. And the reason is, so like look at a real mouse. This is the real mouse. You need context of everything, and the proper context, because like there's what I mean is like a button. You have the glove finger, right? But even then, not always, because either it's poorly developed or not using good usability. Things that are clickable don't always have uh, the mouse, which they should if you're practicing proper usability. But and also things like when I'm over highlightable text, the cursor changes, right? So all this needs to be included, and that's what I'm working on right now. And also this, if you see this code, uh, I'm gonna, full disclosure, I was using Claude to help me with it. But the more and more I realize these things, if you really want to write high quality stuff, it did a good job. It helped me with some of the timing and the offsets and all that stuff for the actual hook. But from a usability perspective, it's not that good. And what I mean is like I want, like, as a user of this like library, this component, I just want a component that I can send props to, of like, do I want the trail when I record? Do I want um, when am I recording? Just a true false flag. So that's what I'm currently working on separately, is just cleaning up the whole API, the code itself, because like you don't like nobody wants to import like the mouse cursor. That this should all be handled via options, right? Um, so, but yeah, and I'll be writing about this as I go on Medium as well. Um, but yeah, I'm probably, it's like word salad now, but basically getting back to this, like I guess the next feature set or whatever is this: you need to get, for now I'm calling it like a manifest of the elements on the page, because the virtual mouse, let me record again. Like I need to know when I'm recording here what element is behind the mouse, right? Um, so it may be tricky to do that in a performant way, because basically what you're doing is you need to reload and rescan all the elements on the page, or at least the ones that affect the cursor. So, and you need those, the almost like their implementation, like I mentioned, like the button. You need to know if that button, I mean, to be as realistic as possible, you need to know if that button actually implements the proper, like the proper change of the mouse. Like, is it a clickable link, and is that reflected in its styling? And also, of course, like the on click, like that will also be an option if you want the mouse to just be like a ghost mouse, or if you want it to truly interact with the page. But yeah, I'm super excited about this. It seems dumb, like why would you need this? But once I have to record a video eventually about the other framework. But then you'll see, like, because when you're doing software, like, or explaining it like I am now, a mouse is so important. Like you can highlight stuff and say like, oh, let's look at this function. You can double click and all this stuff. If you want to do declarative video of this stuff, you need a really solid, what I'm calling like a mouse component. So, and I think this is a really nice step in that direction. So I still have to integrate it with I have a whole type system for the actual code video framework, but this is like the beta, which I think is nice. I may even publish like a separate one that has none of the types from the code video world. But that's, of course, that won't be my focus. I'm for sure focused on the one for my framework. Yeah, but yeah, I hope it's a good. I don't know how long I've been gone. 2 years, 3 years, I don't know, but I hope it's a good video to get back into it, hopefully. And I really hope to do more in the coming days, not just days, coming months, coming years, because I am, not that I'm worried, and I don't want to sound like a boomer. I just think everything with this AI in the software world is underestimated. The How should I say, the craft and the effort that goes into good software, and not that it has to be complex. Just that that it actually, complexity is usually a sign of not great software. Simple software that you can quickly understand is usually the best for a variety of reasons. Anyway, but yeah, I'd like to get back into doing more educating stuff, because I feel like there's a movement that people don't need to learn software anymore, or rather just learn it directly from LLMs and like ChatGPT output. But there's I think I've always enjoyed education, and I mean, that's how I learned a lot of my software, was from very high quality videos. Shout out to Egghead. Egghead is awesome. I was even watching, they had like a free one a few days ago. I watched John Lindquist, really good educator. But yeah, and that's why, like, this is like super meta. That's why I'm doing this whole thing anyway, is because I think if you can to imagine the complexity, like if you're gonna say we can just generate a video like with an LLM type, like diffusion type, that will never work. I mean, this text is so complex. To get this in every frame, you're better off just recording it, and that's what the code video aims to be, is a declarative way of generating these software videos. So yeah, maybe I'll make. I'm in the mood. I'm in the flow now, so I'll make just another video right after this of the latest status of that framework. Um, because then it's like a little bit of social pressure that I actually have to publish the thing. Um, yeah. Okay. Cool. That was it. Hope you liked the video, and yeah, if you're interested, see you in the next one where I'll show the Code Video Studio and how unfinished the framework is. All right. Take care, everyone.